Hi, it's me, Sailor Moon, Serena, and it's me, Sailor Mars, Ray here. And today I'm going to talk about, well, first off, we're going to talk about what happened yesterday. Now, someone might watched our film yesterday and thought, oh, was it only Sailor Moon in it? No, Sailor Mercury was in it with me, but for whatever grounds, YouTube just did not pick that to be the likeness for the film. Anyway, so getting around to break two of the hate that our show got, or the scathing, I guess, because there was probably more hate than scathing, I guess. Now, keep in mind that we're not talking about the Viz one. We're talking about Dic and Cloverway and their take on Sailor Moon. Now, the Dic one only ran between 95 YL to 98 YL, and there were about 2 years in between of it not going on. Now, Save Our Sailors or Keep Our Sailors team were a team of Sailor Moon followers who believed that getting enough folks to watch Sailor Moon was a good thing, and they worked hard enough to get the Folkworks at the time. Well, by that time, UPN and WB and Fox and NBC and CBS and Fox have all were pulled out on Sailor Moon, and they were not going to give it another seek. Well, Cartoon did, and Cartoon did get a deal with Deke to end the rest of the other half of the two Ford following a Sailor Moon. Now, even though Deke had its run with Sailor Moon, this Sailor Moon is the one that when a lot of folks think of Sailor Moon, that's the one I think of. But it's also the one that a lot of folks hate a lot. Then that just freed up another bidding war, which started between Cloverway, as some folks believe that Cloverway was an offshoot of Toei, but the truth is I don't think it was. And I believe Siobhan at the time, because there were at least two. And for whatever grounds, Cloverway won out the right to do the third and fourth following the Sailor Moon. Pioneer got the right to the films. Now, if you thought that the hate that Sailor Moon got was unneeded, put your hand up. Oh, yes. Well, I mean, the bitching of the show playing, or at least the one speaking, the South Hoods, was not needed. Alright, it wasn't flawless, but there was no need for the bitching that got from it. And as far as the cleaning went and the shifting, that was really no need to be bitching about that. But whatever grounds, they just thought it had to be bitched at. Yeah. Like, Sailor Moon, like we talked about this earlier, like South Hood's names being shifted, Stead names being shifted, Strike names being shifted. A lot of folks who were watching Sailor Moon at that time, a lot of them had never been to Dawnland, so wouldn't have known the names of the Steads. And a lot of them would have not even known the names of the Strikes, so Deke had to come up with new ones. And a lot of folks who speak English borrowed names from other speeches, so the Latin and Greek borrowed names won out over the Dawnlander borrowed names, or the Japanese borrowed names. So it is what it is. And bitching about how the unstraight were given in Sailor Moon, that's a whole film unto itself. I'm going to talk about that some other time, but that was something on itself. Now, so then you go to Cloverway, which Sailor Moon, if we're going to be earnest about it, was a whole other take on Sailor Moon. It was not as the same take that Dic had. See, the Cloverway seeked to be more closer to Toei's take on Sailor Moon, but there were some shifts that they did. You know, yes, they did do a little bit of cleaning, but not as much. Because by the time the Cloverway got the right to work with Sailor Moon, the rating or whatever thing had come out. And Sailor Moon was seen to be a little more older followers than they were when it first came out. So Sailor Moon got a little more less on the oversight. But there were still things that Cloverway had to do. You know, alright, there was Sailor Neptune and Sailor Uranus who were unstraight. They called them near kin, but some folks think it was just Cloverway's way of saying you don't really have to shift them. Well, anyway, Cloverway didn't have to shift that out because by that time, folks were getting a little more learning about the whole unstraight love shoes thing, and it wasn't as big. It wasn't as and there was a little more folks out there that were more open-minded now than there was back then. But now, and the Sailor Moon followers, they still bitched about that one. They bitched that it was too close to the Toei one. So you couldn't win with them. You know? It is what it is. But at the end of the day, there wasn't really that much of cleaning or shifting going on. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Well, when you get back to the Dic one, Sailor Mars, because I believe that that's the one that folks have more hate for than the Cloverway one. Now, let's let everyone know on a little unknown untold here. You see, there was going to be another English offshoot of Sailor Moon known as Toonmaker's Sailor Moon, or also known as, whatever, Siobhan, wasn't Siobhan that was doing it. It was, Renaissance Atlantic Entertainment, or RAE Sailor Moon. Yes, they were the ones that helped Siobhan do the Power Rangers back in the day. So, this Sailor Moon was the Sailor Moon that didn't happen since RAE didn't have the rights to work with Sailor Moon, so their offshoot didn't see not a lot of day. And a lot of folks who bitched about Sailor Moon these days, if they didn't see the Dic one, or even seen the Cloverway one, or especially didn't see the Dic one, they wouldn't even known what Sailor Moon was. They wouldn't even been bitching about it. So at the end of the day, I think the hate you have for it is just overdone. And don't forget, bitching, that it's in English, the speech that you folks speak. And I know some of you folks out there some haters out there going to say, well, I speak more than one speech. Well, good for you. If you're one of those folks out there that's learned more than one speech, well, good for you. But a lot of folks don't. So for a lot of folks, English is their first speech. And I just thought that was dumb. That was laughable. I can't take that one earnest. No way I can take that one earnest, bitching about the speech it's in. Well, that's it for me. I really can't go on any more about it. I really should stop doing this. Right. You're right, Sailor Moon. The film's about to come to an end. We have talked about as much as we can talk about it. We got our things to do. I'm Sailor Moon. I'm Sailor Mars. I'll see you later.